Good morning, afternoon, or evening. This is Dr. Henry, and we're here to have fun with percent composition today. So percent composition means basically what is it made out of? So what we're looking for is the percent by mass of the different elements in a compound. And see if I can get this to work. The percentage of an element basically is you take the mass of the element in the compound divided by the mass of the compound. Or really what we'll think of and what we've been doing, you're going to divide it by the formula mass of that compound. What does the total mass weigh? Because percentage, remember, is just part divided by the whole. So first thing we're going to do, our example today is going to be ammonium sulfite. And remember, ammonium is NH4 plus, sulfite is SO3 negative 2, so we don't crisscross the 1, 2 goes here, this goes in parentheses, and then we've got to rewrite this nice and neat, or about as neat as I can, like that. So there's our formula for ammonium sulfite. All right, so the first thing we need to do is to determine the formula mass of ammonium sulfite. So we look at ammonium, and we've got 2 nitrogens times its mass of 14.01. We have 8 hydrogens times its mass of 1.0097, or in this case 1.01. 1 sulfur times its mass, 3 oxygens times its mass, and we get a total mass of 116.17. And if you're having trouble with formula mass, then you need to go back and look at the notes at that, or look at the videos, or get some help. Because if you can't do formula mass, you cannot do percent composition. So this is our total mass. So this is what we're going to be dividing everything by. And there's a reason why we did it in this nice, neat order. As you can see how much comes from each one. So of this mass of 116.17, 28 comes from nitrogen, 8 comes from hydrogen, 1 comes from sulfur, and 48 comes from oxygen. So just looking at this, which one is going to have the highest percent composition? Is it going to be nitrogen, hydrogen, sulfur, or oxygen? All right, and it's going to be oxygen, because if you look out of that 116, oxygen contributes the most. It's got a total mass of 48. Even though we only have 3 oxygens, because its mass is 16, it ends up contributing the most, and that's going to be a little less than half. So next thing we need to do is we need to go back to this formula. So the percentage of an element is the mass of the element divided by the formula mass times 100. So for nitrogen, it contributed 28.02 divided by 116.17 times 100%. We get 24.12% for nitrogen. For hydrogen, if you look at the previous slide, or if you look in your notes, it's 8.08 divided by 116.17, 6.96%. Sulfur, 32.07 divided by 116.17 times 100, 27.61. And then oxygen, which we just figured out should be the most, is 48 divided by 116.17 times 100. And that did give us the biggest amount at 41.32%. And then the other thing is, if you add these up, what should all of these add up to? They should all add up to roughly 100%. Now you might be off by a few hundredths just from rounding, but if you add these up and you get like 108%, something's gone, oh my goodness, something did go wrong. Something's gone wrong, all right? And then we have this little concept question. Take a look. See what you think the answer is. Pause this, figure it out. I'll give you the answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here it is. And the answer is, well, so sodium, look, there's just one sodium. It's got to be 100%. right there, number 2, it's 16%. And then in number 3, it's 55%. Now, you should be able to figure this out without doing it because, look, this is just sodium. There's nothing else in it, so it's got to be 100%. Here, we've got 1 sodium in this, 1 sodium in this. All right, you have all the rest of this. So this is going to have a lot more mass. So this is going to have a much higher mass than sodium fluoride is going to have. And so you should be able to figure out the percentage of sodium in this is going to be greater than in this sodium. I'm not even sure what that is. C6H5CO. I'm a bad chemistry teacher. I got to look that up and figure that out. And so the answer is going to be B. Should have gotten B. All right. So that's our quick notes on percent composition. If you need help, come in before and after school. Come during lunch. Come anytime. I'll be happy to help you.